All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and today is all about Bitcoin, Ethereum, the two big cryptocurrencies. It is on a bull run from like 15,000 or so now to 31,000, and it's going to fuel the Magic the Gathering Vintage Magic comeback. All the cards are going to go up pretty much 15-20% by the end of the year. At least invest now. Enjoy the video. What's up, guys? It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. Welcome to another video. This video is all about how Bitcoin, Ethereum, the two main cryptocurrencies, are on a boom, and this is a bull market run that will potentially, I think, will spike up the Magic the Gathering market, resurge the market once again. All right, guys, before we start the video, eBay link is below. We are running some amazing eBay auctions right now. Alpha Power, Alpha Duels, tons of stuff, everything you can think of, unlimited power, duels, stuff like that. Be sure to check out the link. And if you're looking for anything, we are accepting Ethereum and Bitcoin for payments, but you have to arrange it prior to bidding. And also, we have a lot of offline items too, so just contact me. You can text me or call me at 206-914-7974. or email me at daniel@vintagemagic.com. All right, so let's begin. Right now, as it stands, I think Bitcoin went up to high as 31,000. Yes, you read my lips. 31,000. Remember when it was like down to like, I think like almost 15,000 or something, and everybody thought Bitcoin was going to go to nothing? Well, as I pretty much predicted it, money is around the world. People are holding lots of cash, and they need to get yield and needs to be working. Another thing I think has triggered the whole crash originally was the whole like FTX, Celsius, other basically exchanges that were just doing fraudulent activity and mismanaged. And it really showed that those companies are not surviving or will not survive. And the company Coinbase, I think, is the most, the only one I think on the stock exchange. I think they stated that they have 95% of their revenue, their funds in hard wallets. So they're not actually wallets you can crack online. So that's really big time security. And that gives a lot of consumer confidence in Coinbase. So in turn, with I think people having a lot of extra cash laying around, people have sold a lot of positions and other assets. And now they're like, well, I got to put it to work. And cryptocurrency is one of those that was very attractive. And I still think even at 31,000, I honestly would not doubt by the end of the year, it goes to somewhere near the $50,000 to $60,000 range, double from where it is right now. So what does that mean for Magic the Gathering? Well, as you guys know, Magic coincides a lot with the cryptocurrency market because that's money in the space where a lot of the younger generation, they carry a lot of crypto and they're looking to take profits into hard assets, which is collectibles. I think sports cards, Pokemon cards, other assets, even flesh and blood even, might as well. I mean, you have all that crypto profit. What are you going to do with it? So it's very important to know that I think right now, if you're having Magic the Gathering cards, they're going to rise over time this next year. I'm going to call it right now. They probably will go back 15 to 20% higher from what it is today. Now, do I think they're going to double, triple anytime soon? No, that's not what's happening. But I do think the crypto boom run is going to definitely pop it up. Do I think crypto is a hold? Very good question. I've been asked this before. I've held crypto, the Bitcoin, Ethereum for a while, primarily because it's a trading currency, right? Through Magic the Gathering. So I could buy stuff through it, and I could also sell, receive it too. And I have several hundreds of $1,000s in it. If it ever goes to $1 million or something, I definitely would sell positions in it. But I would never keep over $1 million. That's kind of my benchmark, is that if it goes to $1 million ever, I always sell positions at that point. Main reason why is because, well, I can leverage into other assets that I think are obviously a lot safer, a lot more conservative, but by no means. There's people out there who have multi-millions of dollars in their crypto wallet, and that's perfectly fine. But I am not one of those people that believe in it at that level. I definitely have multi-six figures in it, but if it does run up to higher levels as Bitcoin does go up, I probably would keep it up to $1 million. So that's my take on it. And as I receive more, I tend to sell some at certain positions depending on where the market's at. At the current point, I really feel like if I receive Bitcoin or Ethereum, I actually would keep it at this point. I really think that even if you traded it right now, sold it, you lose a 1.5% fee on Coinbase. I still feel like you are missing out on potential profits, even if there is a slight correction from this 31,000 range, $30,000 range where it's at right now. Primarily is when markets go on a bull run, there's I don't know what the exact stock term is, but it goes down and then it goes even higher, right? So whatever that name is called, that trading term, I feel like that's typically what's going to happen in this case. I also think the current economy is rather, I wouldn't call it stable, but it is. I mean, the jobs are out there. I mentioned before that the higher level jobs still exist. People obviously who are having, always in that under $100,000 range, even under under $70,000 range jobs, multiple incomes, they're going to have a hard time in general. It doesn't matter because they are, stressed with some debt. They are having car payments, mortgage issues, and their jobs tend to be more volatile. The jobs that I think that are 100K plus, who are investing in magic, collectibles, stuff like that. I said before in other videos, $100, $200, $300, $400,000 range investors, they generally have plenty of other assets to kind of back it up. So I think crypto is a nice, alternative for investing. Now, I would never, ever put any investment as your primary all-in. It's kind of like going all in on black or red in roulette, right? Or banker player in baccarat. It's very much gambling to do it that way. Now, obviously, if you go all in on like Johnson & Johnson stock, you're not going to lose it all. You probably won't grow it much though, but you will get a dividend, and the return is not that high. But I think my analogy for like those type of games, roulette, baccarat, blackjack, whatever, it's kind of like what I feel about crypto. It has wild swings, right? There's run-ups. You can get, even typical like 8 hands in a row in blackjack. You could get that, right? And you could win eight days in a row or a whole month, months and months of great returns in crypto. But remember that this asset is not FDIC insured. It is one of those things where there are some stable coins like USDC, and they basically pay 1-to-1 with interest now. So you can get interest, I think about 2% on Coinbase. So that shows me that there is, it kind of replicates somewhat of some of those like money market accounts that are paying like high yield 3% up to almost 4% interest for crypto. So it's kind of mirroring that savings type of platform. So I really feel like there's the downward pressure, the negative news for crypto has kind of subsided, and now people are in the investing mode. Especially now we're entering close to May here. It's time to get your money into work. Taxes are coming up, and people are going to have returns. People are going to be interested in investing in collectibles, and spring and summer tend to be one of the biggest boom times for collectibles. From my past knowledge and understanding, the winters have always been sell-offs, and then boom, out of nowhere, it's time to buy. Not always the trend, but in this case, following the pattern as usual. Now, I still think I really still think, I said this before, that the bigger rarities like artwork, artist proofs, miscuts or misprints that are legit, not NFCs, special cards, they're going to run up much higher than this, 20% trend I see coming up. I'm referring to more of like the alpha cards are going to go back up. The betas, especially unlimited, is going to have more of a growth. There's a lot of unlimited cards, for example, that got beat up during this downward turn. And basically now I think it's going to have a little bit of a reversal. People are going to put more money into work, and unlimited is affordable. Revised duels are, again, a benchmark of kind of the bigger population of older Magic. That is going to see a growth from what it was before. I don't see that slowing down at all. You're going to see double-digit growth in that sector for sure. Now, as far as long-term holds, I've never really been a fan of holding a lot of everything. So if you're like thinking, hey, I'm going to buy a lot of Citadel Druid of Antiquities or Stone Calendar or buyout attempts, not going to happen, bro. Never going to work in this lifetime. I always say stay the course. Keep buying collections. Find people that need cash still, that want to reallocate their assets. A lot of people are also, sadly passing away. There's estate collections to buy, auctions that are going lower than normal. Look for opportunities to buy on various auction blocks, Heritage or eBay or etc. You can find deals. Now, remember, only buy cards that have potential for resale that are of good quality. Don't go off and buy stuff that have a lot of altered stuff, inking, stuff like that. Those will grow kind of following any organic growth of any normal cards, but those tend to fall pretty high because they have like an HP heavily played pricing. So be very careful of that. Last part of the video I'll talk about here is kind of what I think about the broader end of 2023 and what I think was going to happen. All right, so let's talk about the broader 2023, the future of what's happening. So my thought process for the end of this year, the trades are, I actually think crypto and Magic will actually end in a very decent run and then continue on through next year. I actually have a feeling that unless some large, big-time event happens, there's going to be a lot of cash that people have cashed in already, other collectibles, or they're holding or reallocating, and they're going to want to get into other investments. It's been about a few years now of just this wonky, where are we going with this stuff? And I think it's time to put cash or other, Magic and collectibles back into work. So I think, is it going to go back to that top tier 2020, 2021 range? I would say for some stuff, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised that like the Pokemon stuff starts rising even higher like it was before. The rare stuff's going to keep rising for sports cards for sure. There's a lot of room in that sector. So even though the cards went down, 100% in some cases, like a Jordan Rookie PSA 10, I think it used to go for like 750,000 and they went as low as 150,000, 175,000, something like that. I can see those going back to like 300, 400,000 at some point, this end of this year or next year. Is it close to those two sales of 750,000 in golden auctions? No, probably not. But I still think that there is, if they're rare, like the PSA 10 Alpha Lotus that sold recently for 540,000, if that's sold during this boom time, more of a growth period, right? I can see that card breaking 600, maybe even $700,000 on auction. But there's only six of them in the world, right? So again, that's hard to find another copy and see that actual sale. But I do see potential growth in that sector for all sectors of collectibles. All right, guys, put in the comments below what you think. I know it's not Finance Friday, but I had to make a video because I just looked at my crypto wallet. I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And lastly, if you're going to be in Las Vegas next week from the 21st to the 25th, April 21st to 25th, going to be there doing deals, doing some gaming, stuff like that. If you're interested in meeting up, just contact me 206-914-7974. Call me or text me. You have a collection to sell. You want to buy some stuff. Let me know ahead of time. We could arrange a deal, arrange a meetup. Love to meet you guys. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good week.
Hey everyone, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I want to share with you more about how we handle consignments. So to begin the consignment process, we actually need to start with the consultation service. In this consultation, I will determine what you're looking to do. And generally, consigners usually tell me, hey Dan, I'm looking to sell my items and maximize the value of their collection. After we determine through the consultation, I usually like to do an appraisal process. And an appraisal process in terms of a consignment is more fitted towards authenticity and valuation for current market values. From there, after a contract is crafted and signed, we will then receive the items from you. The reason why our consignment process is very thorough is we also identify cards that could be graded so then they can maximize higher dollar values. So the payment process is very simple. Once we have sold your items, you'll get an updated ledger and we will process payment for whatever form of payment you need. As a consignor, you're gonna experience our white glove service. What that means is I'm gonna personally handle your collectibles from beginning to end. And rest assured, the client that purchases your collectibles will also receive the same white glove service. It's a signature service that I really pride myself on in working closely with my clients.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.